The first page of your child's report details the attributes that we refer to as preparation for learning, as well as a teacher comment. If we now look at the preparation for learning rubric, we can see that your child can be judged to be exceptional, good, show room for improvement, or is a cause for concern. Looking firstly at the attendance row, we use the performance indicators provided by the KHDA. Due to the fragmented nature of this year, we are reporting attendance only up until the date that distance learning began. Similarly, with the effort and independence rows, we recognise that every child's circumstances have been different during the distance learning, and we report only up until the date that distance learning began. Finally, on this page, you'll find the teacher comment. This is a personalised comment from each teacher about your child's attainment, progress, attitudes to learning, as well as some commentary upon their performance during the distance learning programme. The second page of your child's report details their attainment levels as measured against the standards of the National Curriculum for England and Wales, as well as their attainment in Arabic. Let's now take a closer look at one of those subjects. So for writing, you can see that this child has been given the attainment descriptor of above standards. At Victory Heights, we have 4 attainment descriptors: below, just below, on track, or above standards. On track means that the child's attainment level is in line with the expectations for children of that age group as per the National Curriculum for England and Wales. If the attainment level given is above standards, this means that your child has made attainment above the expectations for that year group. Whereas if the attainment descriptor is just below, this means your child has not yet met the expectations for that year group. In order now to understand what objectives secured and average depth mean, let's take a look at our teacher tracking software. So for each subject that your child studies, they are assessed against a range of national curriculum objective statements. As your child progresses throughout the year, the teacher assesses your child's capability against that statement. For example, if your child is beginning to show some evidence of understanding, they'll be given a 1. If your child is showing a clear understanding of the objective, they'll be marked at 2. And if your child is showing that they are at greater depth, that is, they have a very clear and expert understanding of that objective, they'll be judged at 3, which is the highest number. Your class teacher is then given the following dynamic information: percentage secured, which indicates how many of those objectives have been graded at 2 or higher; an average depth, which is a mean or an average of all of those different objectives. And whilst it's not included in your child's report, percentage covered gives an indication as to how much of the curriculum has been attempted. Switching our view back now to your child's report view, it's these two numbers, objectives secured and average depths, which allow the teacher to make a holistic judgment as to whether your child is below, just below, on track or above standards. It's important to remember that every child is different and every objective is not exactly weighted the same, and so your child may have a similar number and objective secured to another child, but the holistic judgment that the teacher has reached may vary. For the foundation or specialist subjects, we do report your child's attainment using the same language, however we do not include the objective secured or the average depth. The final page of your child's report includes the information about the ELI dimensions. ELI is our Effective Lifelong Learning Inventory, which is a framework to support the 7 characteristics or dispositions associated with lifelong learning. For each of the attributes which are characterised as animals, your child will be judged as to whether they are always showing them, usually showing them, or just sometimes showing them. Thank you for joining us today.